what Wales is supposedly famous for, and there are a lot of them there. Okay, this is definitely not just hike a bike, but minor bike. Look at this, bloody hell. Oh, bugger. Yeah, so this is the Fan Fawr, which is over there. See Penavon, that's Fan Fawr. A little less obvious than Penavon, but there is a road which actually goes between those. So yeah, I'm doing the Fan Fawr and Sarn Helen. So I'm about to go down onto the Sarn Helen section. And yeah, it's now we're up on top. It's absolutely great, but to begin with, the route I took, oh, that was up to top of Fan Fawr, sorry. That was not so good, to be honest. So yeah, I'd avoid that first section when you look at the Komoot link. But yeah, it's so far so pretty. It's great weather. Fails and fails. Oh, here's where the Fan Fawr Sarn Helen adventure sort of begins. This is a section of the Taff trail, apparently, not one I've ever been on before. But yeah, glorious views. We are sort of planning on heading up there. That's Fan Fawr, and then we'll head up and all around the back there. Ah, nice little bridge. Well, it's a bit boggy on these lower sections. Just went through a bit of a bog up there. So we're now riding parallel to the A470, the other side of one of the reservoirs. Can't remember what it's called. Yeah. Very minor downhillage. You can see it's still boggy. Hello sheep, that way please, thank you very much. Okay, first feature. It's quite deep there. Just get across there. Now this is not as straightforward. I wish I'd just carried on down the road and avoided this bit, to be honest. Well, I just came from across there. The road is down there, and I tell you what, I wish I'd taken the road. If you're going to do this trail, don't do this bit here. I think I wasted about nearly 10% of battery just trying to negotiate the bog that was along there. Come up there and go onto that trail there, which is where I'm going to go now. Plus, somebody seems to have thought I might get lost, so maybe they've strategically placed little walkie-talkies. Anyway, people, cheers. Right, we're now running parallel to the Beacons Reservoir, which is nice. Away from the bog. Nice bit of descentage. I think this is a Taff trail. One of the routes down the Taff trail anyway. There we go. Bit of confusion. I thought we went that way. In fact, I think we go that way. I think. Well, if I'd known this was going to be such a bloody hiker bike, I would have gone straight up from Storey Arms car park to Fan Fawr. Saved me a lot of distance. Oh dear. Oh well. Nice views though. Right. Feel like I'm going somewhere now. And I've got the kiosks. The map on the kiosks now, so I have to keep checking my phone to make sure I'm going in the right direction. Oh, that was a bit of a ball ache coming up there though. Really not enjoyable. Yeah, so I think I've finally been able to do a kilometre riding. Finally. But yeah, we're getting there now. Getting to the top. It's not far away, I don't think. Hopefully, anyway. But we should be able to get up onto the ridge across to Fan Fawr soon. Must admit, That's quite a gorgeous view of the Glacier Valley. You can see Pen y Fan over there, well that's Condi, and look at the mark. The tourist trail takes to the top of Pen y Fan and Condi. That's why it's sometimes better to try another mountain other than the hordes of people who got Pen y Fan. Like, nice views, good mountain. Today it'll be great views. Let's go up there to Fan Fawr. Coming up along the ridgeway now, getting some quite fantastic views, especially down there. Down there, probably I wasn't in view of the camera. There we go, sort of at the top of Fan Fawr. So I came along there, which I hadn't, along there, should have taken the road, and then up along that ridge there to here. You can see great views, yeah? There's Pen y Fan in the background. See the tourist route going up. If you look behind us, I'll go for the bike first. Look at those views over to the Black Mountain and Carmarthen Van. It's just wonderful views. What a great day for it, eh? So the last time I was up Fan Fawr, must have been before I had kids, so at least 17 years ago. Me and my wife did a lot of walking up around the Brycheiniog Beacons, and the last time I went up Fan Fawr was in the snow, and there's a picture of it in the snow. I was walking up in the snow with my quite ancient digital camera. Oh, my wife took that photograph. But yeah, now for some fairly fun descentage. Go down into this valley. We're going to cross across. We're going to go to the Sarn Helen, well, part of the Sarn Helen Roman Road, north-south Roman Road. I'm taking this quite easy because I have no idea what's going to be in front of me. Yeah, it goes down a fair old way. I'm glad I'm not cycling up this. And I'm glad I changed my rear brake pad, which was making a hell of a squeaming noise last night when I picked it up from the bike shop. So I had the pivot bearings done last night on my frame, because they were pretty much gone. Oh, what's happening here now? Oh, it's a bit gnarly. Yeah, that's quite steep. Those new brake pads are certainly doing the job. Fortunately, I bought the wrong size organic ones, so they're going to have to go back. And I got the so-called e-mountain bike pads, which I think are just sintered ones, the metallic ones, which make a hell of a noise. So they'll do the job, and they last a bit longer, but they are a little bit noisier. Maybe get a bit of speed here. Assuming this is the right way down. I gotta admit, that torturous hike a bike up at the first bit was worth it for this. Yeah, this is really quite nice. No, except for when I have to take my next hike a bike section, I guess, and I'll be cursing it to high heaven again. Well, that's going to be an interesting way to get my bike down and up the other side. All right, let's see how we figure this out then. Right, well, I got this far. Lovely little gully there. Let's see how I get up there now. Oh, a bit of descentage. Guess we're going to go down into that ravine there as well. Very boggy up here. This is classic Brycheiniog Beacons fare, where it'll be very boggy. Well, that's very pretty though, isn't it? Look at that. very pretty. Oh yes, just cruising through the beacons, making sure I'm on the right trail this time. Yes, are they? So there's lots of fording of streams here. Look at that one. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So yeah, you know, people go all the way up Pen y Fan. So we've come all the way from down there and across, so you can sort of just see the path and across there. But yeah, I'm glad people actually don't come here. It remains largely unspoilt. Well, this is a path. It does look more like a sheep track, doesn't it? After another detour getting lost, I think I'm back on the right path now. More ascentage. There's so many sheep tracks up here, so it's hard to know which is the right way to go, even with a map. Problem is, the map on the kiosk is probably about 10 seconds behind where I actually am. So we're now heading to Dringarth. Little summit, I think about just under 600 meters. The views are starting to get pretty fantastic. Alright. Duke of Edinburgh Award, I assume. My daughter will be doing that soon as well for a gold. My oldest daughter. Around this part of the woods as well. Around the Pen y Fan area. Past Dringarth, a bit back behind us. And this is Fan Llia. So yeah, catching all the vans today. Getting a bit of descentage now. Get a bit of speed. I'm guessing this is going to be a descent all the way down to the Roman road. Should be nice. Well, this is quite good descentage terrain. Right, gotta make sure I follow the right route. I've taken so many detours. Well, 2 detours. Well, I thought I was on the right route, but I wasn't. This is nice. Got the views ahead of us. Great views behind me as well, if I could see those. Oh, lovely. Natural downhillage. Oh, chippies out the way. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, back on a rocky path now. Not sure where we are actually, if we're going right here or if this is the right way. I'm not sure. Is this right? I don't know, it might be. Back into the bog again. Says 120 metres I've got to turn. Alright, let's go down this gnarly bit of section. I'm assuming this is the way down. Assuming we're going down onto the Roman road now. Oh, that's nice. Nice little bridge. Alright, which is the best way along here, do you think? Alright, so we're at Blaen Llia. Right, we're on a bit of tarmac. I'm not quite sure why I took the route I just did. So just follow the road up and around. A bit longer, but a hell of a lot easier. Oh yeah. I'm assuming this old road here is, although it's still clearly a usable road, was part of Sarn Helen. I'm assuming. Right, I think this is where Sarn Helen starts proper. I might try and, oh, bugger, pedal strike. I might try and avoid as much as the rough stuff. Yeah, when you've got the verges like this, pedal strikes could happen. Right, that's a lot of water there. That sunken road up at the Elan Valley. Oh God, come on, D. Sort that. Yeah, I would say I'm about halfway around now. So yeah, very rocky, as I've been told it is by Andy, old northerner mountain biker. He said it's very rocky. Hope you're enjoying Canada, Andy. Looks lovely. Look at that for a view, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely fantastic. Let's avoid the water. Oh, I think we get to go downhill for a bit. Oh, even an impromptu shot. Pathetic, really, I know, but still. Oh, this is lovely. Don't want to hit the rocks too hard, too frequently, too often. God, I'm sure that this was in a little bit better repair when it was used, oh Christ, as a Roman road. Well, I hope the Romans kept in a bit more better repair than this. Oh, that's nice over there, isn't it? To the left. Oh, again, watch where I'm going rather than looking at the views. Oh, that gets a bit more interesting here, doesn't it? Might take my time. Might even try and get across to the left there. Slightly better light. Oh, Christ. Yeah, I wouldn't want to pull the cart or ridden the horse on this. I wonder what the Romans have ever done for Wales there. Apart from the roads. Whoop! Oh, stay off that then. Yeah, this is rocky. Oh, I should have really kept up to that right line on the right. Last thing you want to do is have a serious accident when you're in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, this is all very interesting, isn't it? You weren't wrong, Andy. This really is quite rocky. Hopefully it was only on the way down. I don't get on the way yet. Oh, bugger. There we go. A little less rocky. Just a little less rocky, but yeah, still. Isn't this what mountain bikes are made for? This sort of stuff. Too often we just go bombing downhill on them, and when I think about it, this is probably what they were built for, especially electric mountain bikes. Oh bloody hell, that's a lot of water. Let's cut that to the left, yeah, right here I think. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, and look at those gorgeous views. This is just stunning. Oh, let's go down again. Yeah, it's pretty rocky. Catchphrase for the ride. It's pretty rocky. Bike seems to be handling it so far. Touch my skull as in touch wood. Won't do that at the moment because I'm too busy trying to steer my way through these rocks. God, the Romans were so lucky to have had this walk to keep them company with these views, well, at least in the summer anyway. Right, more rockage. Oh, that's rockage and a half, that, isn't it? This is definite rockage. Or pick a line through this. Yep. Whoop. Whoop. There's something pinging off my rims and my spokes. Oh dear. I'm not even sure that there is an actual line through here. I'm just going to shut up. Right. Let's see if I can do some more actual riding. Yeah, got to the right here, I think. That's a bit better. Yeah, I say a bit better. Oof. And we hit that. Oh, let's go across here, I think. Oh, this is the legs and the arms for this stuff. I'm going very slow, but this is, yeah, got one side here. Yeah, that is pretty much a good test of my new pivot bolts and bearing set. I should have gone the other side. I'm not sure that would have been any better. Oh, that was a bit weird there. Well, that's that little bit of rockage done. 2 dabs. That is apparently somewhere called Komoot. Look at that. That's an incredible view, isn't it? That really is. Lovely. Yeah. Bit of downhill stuff. Well, it's going downhill as opposed to a downhill mountain bike ride. Downhill without all the rocks. Lovely. Oh, which way do I go? I go straight ahead here. Alright! Alright girls! Alright lads! They just go past. I want to harm you. Thank you very much. Alright, get those flies are a pain in the neck, aren't they? Absolute pain, those flies, isn't they? Here I go again on my own. Do like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. Do. That's all I can remember from that song. It's White Snake, here I go again. Not I'm a big White Snake fan. Oh, look at that! Look at that sky! Look at that sky! Yeah. Along the roads we go. I'm glad that GoPro has stabilisation on them. I think otherwise in this automobile would be a picture. But it is still pretty rocky, even on this stuff. Back onto tarmac. So it's nice to cruise down. Get a bit of speed up. Nice. Right, I'm now on the A470, main road north-south to north-south in Wales, but also a busy little road this between Brecon and Merthyr. And if the drivers are anything like me, go fast. So the problem I find following a Komoot map blindly is that I went up, they obviously found that they went in the wrong direction, turned back, and it's on the Komoot map. Cheers. Yeah, bloody hell, I saw this and I thought I should be going up there, shouldn't I? Oh, it's bloody Komoot. Obviously, yeah, never mind. So on the last 5k, which is probably going to be all uphill, and I think it will follow the old, or one of the versions of the Taff Trail, which goes between Brecon and Cardiff. You can go up the Brynamore way for up between Brecon and Merthyr. What a lovely place to camp. That's a lot of noisy sheep. I think a lot of them have just been shorn. Alright, now we passed all the shorn sheep. Final 3k back to the car. On quite a pleasant little trail this. Again, quite glad that didn't have to go up the A470. Quite a few gates, but that's fine. And there's another gate. So that's where it all started, up there with Fan Fawr. We've sort of come all the way sort of down the side of that one, and up over there is Pen-y-Fan. So yeah, not far from the car. I got here this morning, it was mostly empty. Now it's full. Storey Arms. I'm at Storey Arms, boys! So what's the verdict on that ride? Well, it was actually, as soon as you got up onto the ridge and out to that first bit, getting up to Fan Fawr, it was really nice. From that point onwards, the ride just got really good. There were some hiker bike sections, but that's to be expected. But that first bit, getting up onto the ridge for Fan Fawr, God, I wouldn't have gone that route. In hindsight, I would have probably gone down the road, maybe gone underneath road a little bit, and then found a better route up to that ridge. But it is where it is. But the rest of the route, yeah, I absolutely love it. I still got about 20% left in the battery. I did about, I think it was about 19 miles, I think, the total route. So, and the views were glorious, the weather was glorious, and yeah, couldn't fault it. So yeah, cheers people, hope you have a good weekend.